everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be shooting a video that's a little bit different than anything else that you have probably seen on my channel. And I wanted to talk to you guys about spirituality and faith. It's kind of a weird topic for me, and it's something that has been really deep in my heart, and I really wanted to be a little bit more open and vulnerable with you guys and start a little series here on my channel about Christianity, finding my faith, and getting closer to God. I wanted to take you guys back a little bit. This is going to be a kind of like a story time type video, so definitely sit down, relax, and I want you guys to leave some comments down below, and hopefully we can create more of a community together. So going back to about 2 years ago, my husband Brandon and I were driving back from his hometown during Christmas. When we go on road trips or we take like super long drives, one of our favorite things to do is to listen to like stand-up comedy on like Pandora or whatever music station. So we were listening to stand-up per usual, and the stand-up of Cat Williams came on, and he was talking about religion and atheist and like all this stuff in like true Cat Williams fashion. It was hilarious. The thing that he said in his set was, how can you not believe in God? I hit pause on the radio, and then me and Brandon, we started to talk about it, because neither one of us had ever really talked about religion or what we believed in, or if we even believed in anything. And at this time, I believed in like the law of attraction and that kind of stuff, and thoughts become reality. And so we just started talking and whatnot, and how his upbringing was, and how I growing up in my family. My mom, she has a lot of faith and she believed in God, but my dad, he did not. And so we didn't really go to church. That wasn't something that we did on a regular basis. Religion wasn't really talked about that much in our household. And so I was like, you know what? I feel like there is just so much anger and hatred and all this stuff, and people having different points of views and not agreeing with other people, and it really coming from a place of anger. So I pushed religion and faith and spirituality and everything completely to the side. Growing up, I just didn't even think about it. Something in my spirit, and this is something I want to talk about a little bit more in other videos, is kind of hearing from God and having that nudge and that inner intuition. I was like, you know what, I'm kind of interested to buy a Bible. Like, why not? I want to read into religion and faith and understand Christianity, and that was a place that I wanted to start. I wanted to read the Bible for myself and develop my own understanding of what I thought it meant to me, rather than what everyone else was telling me that I should believe. I wanted to read the word for myself and see like what could happen. So that's how it all started. I said what I was going to do. I bought a Bible. It's like the New Living Translation Bible, so it's like a study Bible that you can understand it. It actually breaks it down, and underneath it tells you what everything kind of means, or how to interpret it. So I really like that it was easy for me to really understand and digestible. So I started to read that. I was researching different things, and I really started to decide to dive into this head on. During that time, I had been battling, and still have been, a lot of depression and like past traumas that I had gone through as a child that I had never really dealt with. And so jumping back into reading the Bible again, I still kind of felt like, okay, I understand it, but I want more. And I remember one of my coworkers at the time had randomly asked me like, hey, do you want to come to church with me? And I was like, you know what? Yes. I just said yes. I felt like it was just kind of the perfect timing, and I just wanted to go. So she took me to the church. The service, the worship session where they play the music, was absolutely beautiful. Like every single word in the songs was like penetrating my soul, and I was like, what is going on? And I literally just bawled the entire time. Like I just felt I don't know, like this overwhelming feeling of emotion, and that there were so many people who were also hurting just like me, coming to a common place where they could be forgiven and feel like God truly does love you. I didn't realize that there were so many things that I had been just like completely masking, and all these feelings and emotions just started to come up that had never really been there before. Well, they were always there, but subconsciously I had completely blocked it out of my memory, blocked it out of my mind, and just decided to keep going forward in my life. As we're here right now, my faith has been growing. I got baptized actually at that same church about 2 years ago. I decided to give my life to Jesus Christ, and since then it's been an interesting journey. It's something that like I keep very, very close to my heart, and it's very private between me and God, and I have my prayer journals and different things like that. But the biggest piece that I've realized is that I've felt so alone, and I know that God does not want us to feel alone. He wants us to live a happy and joyful and abundant life. There were things in my life that didn't feel good. The negativity, the fear, the doubts, the anxiety, the depression, the anger, like all of those feelings are not of God. That's not what He wants for us. He wants the complete opposite. So I have been on this mission to getting closer and closer to what God wants for me, and I know that I'm not the only person out there. So the reason that I wanted to actually film this video is because I wanted to develop a community of new believers like myself. I will be completely honest, there are times where I doubt it, and I doubt myself, and I doubt God, and I want to trust Him more. And I know that He put this in me. He wants me to share this with other people, because there are other people out there who maybe are like, I feel alone in this whole thing, and I don't really understand and want to learn. I want to grow in my faith with my audience and with you guys, and to share and to really start to trust in God a lot more. And I'm trusting in Him, and I'm believing in Him that it is okay for me to actually talk about this. Because at the end of the day, I know that I am chosen, we are all chosen, and He put me here on this earth for a reason. And I want to fulfill that reason. He knows my steps before I even do. He formed me in my mother's womb, as the Bible says. So He created us all, and He knows exactly what we're supposed to do. So yes, we may be going through some tough times, some bad situations, but those situations are what He needs for us to go through. They are developing us. Every single moment in our life, if you can look back at it, you can say, wow, like that happened for a reason. I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be in this situation where I am today had that not happened. So having that mindset that no matter what comes your way, it's all for a bigger plan, and just trusting in that and having that faith. And I think that's what He wants. He will give you more if He can trust you with just a little bit. Being obedient to His word and really diving into it. But you won't know that unless you actually take the time to spend time in His word and really meditate on it and really see, okay, what is it speaking to me? Because we all have that inner voice. We can all hear that voice that's talking to us all the time, and a lot of times it's negative. It's telling you all the things that you can't do, how bad you are, and there's just a lot of negative self-talk. Combating that with the words that the Bible does tell you, that you are the head and not the tail, like different things like that, and really diving into it, believing in it, that no, this is not the truth of who I am. I might tell myself these things, but my Creator, God, who put me here on this earth, tells me the opposite. So I'm going to choose to believe what He tells me. He tells me that I am great and that I am amazing and wonderfully made. I just wanted to encourage anyone out there who is struggling with that and kind of feels like religion and God and Jesus and all that stuff is for crazy people or whatever. I want people to know, like, I've also felt that way, but it's something that you have to develop for yourself and make that decision for yourself, not the way that your parents or anyone else has kind of scarfed religion or Christianity down your throat. That's how I feel, that it has been and how other people feel. So I encourage anyone to really just learn it for themselves and dive into it a little bit more, and develop that relationship with God and see what He wants you to do. But anyways, that's all I pretty much had to say. I kind of just completely rambled. I didn't really have a set plan or what was going to be said. I just said a prayer before this, and I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit about something that I have been growing in, and that is my relationship with God. So if you want to see any more videos that are related to that faith, there are definitely going to be some more videos about lifestyle, especially as we are in the process of buying our first home. I will be shooting some videos about that entire process, which again, that's a huge thing that I've been praying to God about, and He's been opening doors and making things possible for us that were not possible before. And I know that that can only be through Him, because I haven't done anything else very differently, but things have, besides trusting in Him and spending that time with Him and praying to Him and asking Him for these things. And that's how I know that He is there, and He really does trust me and loves me. If this video is not for you, that I completely understand, but I know there's people out there who get what I'm saying and they want to grow in their spirituality. I believe that we are physical beings, but our spirits and our souls are also a real thing too. So that's a space that I want to grow and develop, be confident in that area. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for a little bit of a rant. If you have any suggestions about what I should record, definitely leave them down below. I've been seeing my subscribers kind of grow a little bit here and there, which is cool to see. So if you want me to do more videos, continue to subscribe, and yeah, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you all in my next